G'day, I'm Stephen Spryan. Last time around in the Making of Northumbria series, I actually imported a height map into the Transport Fever 2 map editor. I'm doing that again because I just wanted to change these vertical settings just a little bit because I feel this hill here was a tad too high. So anyway, let's hit the go button. Ta-da! I presume something happened. Didn't see it, but let's see. Yep, okay, well, that's good. We've got contours. So where were we? This hill, 388. It's probably a tad too low now, but hey, look, that will do. Now that I've got those heights just a little bit closer to reality, all I've got to do is find my starting point again. And there's the reservoir. We don't need it for another 50 years though, so keep going south. South. Alright, here we go. This took forever to find the first time. I just didn't have a clue where it was, but this is my starting point. This is the Causeway. That's across the between the Rothley lakes. There's a lake here and a bigger lake over here. So we have to pinpoint this, and I'm going to pinpoint it by putting a short bit of road just there. Make it level. Really? Yes. Yeah, very important, because it's a causeway. Right, what about the angle? Well, that's what I've got to figure out. So how do you figure that out? Okay, well, how far is that, yes, from the left-hand edge of the map? Good question. How do we find that out? Well, the track and street info builder mod. Oh, you're on the wrong angle of the dangle there. Yeah, come in at 90 degrees if you can. How do I know it's 90? Use your eyeballs. Okay. Does that look about 90? Yeah, I think so. Wow, this is hard. Okay, well, there's got to be some clues. These lines, they seem to be running north-south. Yeah, they do, I suppose. We can... Yeah, look, let's say that's 90 degrees. Okay, distance is 1539 metres. Right. Tick that. Why? Because 1539. Okay, all right. Now, come over to the National Library of Scotland map. Now, find the centre of your causeway, which is there. Yes. And grab the little pencil and click on it, right? And then come across 15.4 kilometres. And draw a line, right? Okay, you want to find this point next, where the road goes to, yes? So come up, straight, okay, to there, yeah, 830. You getting tricky. I hope not, but we'll see. 32, yep, and then come along. Yep, come along to there, to the middle, 60. Okay, 60, 832. They're the ones you remember. So you come in 60, and then you go down 832. This is confusing. I know that, but it's sort of triangulation, isn't it? So come in 60, 60. Oh, hello, what are you? There's a bear crawling across the middle of our lake. Alright, come in 60 from there. Why are you not doing what I want? Okay, 60. 60. Yep. That'll do. Now, from there, right, come straight down. 800 and... You can't. Alright. Bit of collision, never mind, never hurt anybody. Come down 832. 832, oh my gosh, where is it? down a long way. You're right. 8, 32. Now, how do I know that I'm north-south? You can cheat a little bit because these lines, these shadings on the map that you will eventually get rid of, they run basically north-south. Oh, okay. So as long as you're parallel to them, that should be fine. Okay, 832. Right. Now we just want to mark this spot here. Just get it right. Go both ways. All of these roads, by the way, are only temporary. Yeah, I'm feeling that because somehow this doesn't look right. There's sort of like, you know. Well, fix it. Oh, righto. Fix it. Hang on. That's not a road. Ah, correct, it isn't. That's just to locate that point here. Well, you're a goose. You thought it was a road, didn't you? No. The good thing is when we delete that, everything goes back the way it was. Roger. Now what we've got to do... Oh, you lost it. No, I didn't. I remembered it. It's right in the middle. There. And we go from there, right, over to the Causeway. Well, that still doesn't look right. No, but we're at least got the right direction. Glad you think so. Yeah, well, look, think about it this way, right? Let's just take that down through there so we actually don't lose it this time. Because what we have to do is get this road and come up to the top of the hill, like that. Actually, it's not going up, is it? It's pretty level. Well, I think maybe you've done something wrong. Okay, alright, well, no, there, that's it, there's a bit of up. Good. And now, what goes up goes along, yep, and then comes down. Oh, okay, alright, and now goes along. Not quite yet. See, if you keep an eye on what's happening with the landform around here, look, it's building up. Don't want it to build up. Don't want any cuts and fills. This is 1850, remember? So, why is it running? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Straight to there. Okay. And now the last bit. Now this causeway, yep, okay. It would be flat. Well, that's a point. It would be. So it would come across to this point, flat, and across back that way, flat, right, and then go up. Oh, gosh, this is interesting. Okay, so that would be fairly steep, yep, and then still going up, and then still going along this time, and then we'll join up. And there, is your first piece of road. It looks terrible, doesn't it though? But that's your starting point. I don't like it. Well, it's a little bit wonky down here maybe, so fix it. That's an incredible bit of a hump there, isn't it? Well, fix it. Right. Oh, yeah, right, okay. It doesn't seem to want to fix it. Okay, I'm not liking that, but we'll come back to it. All right. So now that I've got that piece of road in, what next? Well, there's another road and another road out here. I want to get in. Oh, gosh. Okay, so back to here. Yes. Okay, that road. That's it. All right. So we come from the middle of the causeway out 680 meters. Correct. Okay, middle of the causeway, 680 meters. That's there. Okay. There's going to be a road goes up here somewhere. So we'll just mark that spot. Don't quite know where yet. All right. And how do we find this point? More triangulation. Oh, gosh. All right. Triangulation. All right. Come down from there to. Whoops. Cancel that. Just leave that where it was. Okay. Come from this point. Oh, right. Okay. Center of that over to where that line is. 430 and down 765. 430 and 765. You're losing me here, buddy. Well, this is the real pain, is all this triangulation, all this maths that you thought you'd never ever need again in your life. It's not really math anyway, it's just measuring. So, okay, 430, I can put a line like that, yep. And then I can come down how far? You forgot already. 765. Okay. Then I can come down from here, straight down, follow the grooves. Follow the grooves. 7, oh, here we go. Follow the grooves, these grooves, 765. Right, so that's your starting point. Yep. And come across. Oh, okay, over to there. That's it. Okay, kill that. Start again right there. Don't lose that point. Don't, you lost it. I didn't lose it. Okay, come across over to here. Bit of a cut happening. That's all right. We can fix that. And then, you think? I hope. Straight line up to there. And there we go. There we go. Okay. All right. I believe you. Thousands wouldn't. Well, it's the start. You've got the start of of 3 roads here, and from that you can build out on it. Right. Okay. Well, let's get rid of these points that I no longer need. Otherwise, I'm going to get extremely confused. Right. Now, what about the lake? Righto, what about the lake? It goes from here, centre of the lake, centre of the causeway, out to that point there, 458 metres. But we don't know how far that is, so that's 390 and, try again, 392 and 209. 392 from the centre, 392 out at 90 degrees, 392, come on, there we go, okay, and then 209, 209. Okay, so that point there is approximately the edge of the lake, correct? Yep. How did I know that without having to triangulate? Well, just bring up the contour layer, and you can see now. Oh, righto. Okay. So grab the flatten tool, drop the size right down, and the strength up. Right. Take this height here, which is 209 meters. Yeah, let's do it at 210. I'm going to come back in, basically where okay, 210. I'm going to go up, keep going up to where the thingy is, the marker, and then back down again. And that is one side of your lake. Fair enough. And the other side, go straight across. Ooh. Ooh, that doesn't quite look right. Yeah, well, I think we went a bit extreme here, but never mind. Let's just fill that in. Okay, that's in the way. For now, get rid of it. Okay, but you can see that essentially we're going to come around here at that height. At that height? Well, 211 here. Just keep it at 210. Actually, that's slower than this, so let's make it higher. Why not? A metre higher. Okay, we'll do it like this. Doesn't look very accurate. Well, we're not after any awards, any achievements here for 100% accuracy, are we? We just want to get the feel, I suppose. Alright, what happens here? Well, you can see where it goes. Down here. Yep. And then around. Yep. And then back. Alright. Now I'm getting lost. Okay, time to look at the map. Oh, righto, it does a round and up. But wouldn't you like to know exactly where that up point is? I suppose I would. Come down from there to 292 metres. 292 metres down. 292 metres straight down to that point. Okay, back to that. Back to there. Straight down. Okay, you go around a little ways, around that little knobby bit, and down, and what's the bottom of this lake look like? Good question. Pointy. It is, isn't it? Okay, pointy. Pointy. Pointy? How's that? I think that looks beautiful. Okay, so that's our lake in position. Yep. So we can get rid of the guide road here now. Right. How do we know it's a lake? Well, water. Yep. Water is a paint tool. And with vanilla, there's only one. It's called Water Dirty. Right. And we're just going to, that'll do, right, and we're just going to paint, hang on, use that one, boy, oh, it's got better defined, clearer edges. Okay, so Water Dirty, we just paint it, if you go back to the contour view, yep, you might have a slightly better chance of doing it, knowing where you're going. Right. you just fill in all the flat bits. What do you do when you run up the edge like that? You don't worry about it. Gosh. Well, I did say there were hundreds of hours of tedious work involved. You're not wrong. This looks... Well, whether you're doing a real-world map or whether you're doing an imaginary one, this is the task that you've got to deal with. Like, water is flat, so that bit wasn't. So you need to go back and flatten it so that you can see now that it's actually flat. Oh, whoa. I'll stop complaining. Back to paint. Righto. Alright, back to paint. Fill in all of this. Yep, with your paint. Yep. And just to make sure that it feels like you've done something, right? Just level that out. Okay. Leveling. Good. Alright. Have a look. Oh, okay. And you can see where you've stuffed up with the leveling. So just come back through with your leveling tool and make it a bit smaller maybe, so that you can fix that up. But you can see where it's not level. The water is doing all sorts of weird stuff. Oh, great. Told you it was tedious. But it's... yeah, it's alright. It's relaxing. Relaxing. Why is there grass in the middle of my... Get out of it. Okay, well, yep, paint over it. Hang on. Wrong thing. Come on. That's a bit too big, don't you think? Yeah, maybe. Why can I not get rid of that? I don't know, but it's in quite a few places, isn't it? That's annoying. It's just not going. Ah, well. You know why? I have no idea why. Because you're not on Paint Tool. You're on the Flatten tool still. Oh, paint. There we go. Oh, thank God for that. I thought we were going to be stuck with that grass forever. No. Okay, so, long story short, yep. We do the same on the other side here. Okay, so now you've got the water in place. Yes. Let's paint some trees in. Mixed trees? Yeah, don't do the Scots pine or the apple. Why? Just don't. Roger. Okay, painting. Oh my gosh. Well, have a forest, Stephen. Goodness me. Don't go past that road. It's a bit late for that, buddy. Or don't paint on the lake. Yeah, a bit late for that too. Oh, you're carrying on a bit here. Ah, well. I just want to have a look at what it looks like with nature. Okay, alright. Nature. Well, you probably don't have to worry too much about trimming around the lake. Well, I don't, because look at that. That almost looks like a lake. With a couple of exceptions, like that bit and that bit sitting out in the middle of nowhere. I'll go around, tidy those up. But, yep, got a bit of tidying up to do. But you see the way when you put the tree brush on that it actually brings the ground cover down and tidies up the edge of the water. Makes it look a little bit more natural. See, so if I chop the tree out, we'll lose all of that. Okay. So, just whiz around. Whatever speed you want to, and tidy up all of this sort of stuff. Right. This is probably a bit too narrow now, so make it restore the width. You could, use that if you come down to a smaller size brush. That's a little bit faster. Possibly, yes. Oh, I see, and we've got the bank now, and we've got still got the forest green filler coming down into the water. Yeah. So the edges don't look so janky, except for there. Wow, that's all right. Okay. And around. And along. Janky bits are okay in places. You can come back and... Ooh. Did you forget a lot of trees here or something? Hey, I must have missed it completely. Okay. Now, the road. Oh, okay. The road. Yep, just simply grab your eraser tool and whiz up the side of the road. Why am I doing that? Have a look at the map. The map. Yep, the National Library Scotland map. Okay, here we go. That's it, is it? Not quite. No, not quite at all. You haven't finished laying this road up properly either. Well, that's a thought. Pretty, like, big cut there. Yeah, well, you need to relay that so it's a bit smoother. But if you now... Oh, and that one. Well, when you've done that, have a look at the map. Righto, that's done. So you want me to have a look at the map now? Yep, back to the map. And there we go. It's not showing any trees down here. Go and have a look at the other map. The other map, the 1892 map. Yep, it's still not showing trees there. Don't worry about it. Let's clear the things off. Have I got to remember where? Just clear it. Okay. So you can see basically all of the lake is surrounded by trees. On this side, with those roads, not there, but hey, look, just fill it. And the map, yeah, it says conifers. Oh, poo! Well, that's easily fixed. How? You come back here, you select your conifer. Yep, alright, grab that, bump the size up. Yep, alright, a bit more. And just a bit more. I don't see anything happening. Bit more. Hang on, wait. Skip collision, yes. That'll work, will it? Oh, how's that? That's a bit ridiculous. Okay, well, don't have it that high. Try to strengthen about, I don't know, 0.3 or something. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's pretty. Just scattered through there. That's what it should be. What do I do about this? That's why God invented the erase tool. See, we can just do all of that. Come back here. Yep. And then put the Scots pine in. Sorry about that. I didn't think there are any Scots pines in here. I should have looked at the map first. Yes, you should have. Alright, so there we go. That's our starting point. As you can see, oh my gosh, there's quite a bit of map to go. Oh, God help us all. And how long did that take? Half an hour? Oh, yeah, well, that's 1.5 hours. You don't want to work it out. You'll give yourself a migraine. Okay, alright, well, let's save that. And we'll call this... this is not your final map. You're cheating. I know. I'm doing it again. Why would you do it again? For you guys. So this is Northumbria. Making of. Oh, you are truly wonderful. I know. Look, I'm Stephen Spry, and yeah, that's how I found my starting point and did the first bit around it, using a little bit of triangulation, a little bit of smoothing and levelling and lakes and trees, and we go on from there. The main thing we've got to find from this point, before we do too much else, is where all the rivers are, and that's what I'll show you how to find in the next episode of The Making of Northumbria. And until then, hey, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, ting the bell, all of that sort of stuff. And until then, it's hooroo from me. Bye.